What up, it's your boy Naftastic, and we're back for some more pre-season action. I'm gonna try and whiz through some of these games because obviously we're still quite early in the season. I want to get to the regular season, and to be honest, these are just warm-ups, testing things out. I'm not really feeling very confident going into any of the games, to be honest, because one, there's a new formation, two, I'm trying to get a lot of specific trading in. So it's not going to be very cohesive, and as a result, I'm going to lose a lot of games. And I know that. I'd rather win them. I mean, in the normal year, I'd hope to beat Werder Bremen, but I can see them having a lot of luck, and they're straight on the attack here. And they'll chop these highlights down just to get to the key moments. And the defending, as you can see, is a bit lackluster. Marking's not good, not tight enough, not closing down. And as a result, they're 1-0 up. That's one of the major things I want to improve upon, is just get that defending perfect. I think once you have the defence sorted, everything else falls into place, because you get confidence from not conceding. I want to do a little bit better than that though. That was a bit shocking. But anyway, yeah, for the rest of the team, I'm just working on little specific attributes. Like, so for the defenders, I'm working, marking, depending on how young they are, really. Like Vidic, I don't really need to teach him much, just to get him up to scratch fitness wise. Smalling and Jones, get their positioning sorted. Johnny Evans is the same, maybe a bit of strength training for him. I also want to reinforce the defence. I think we're a bit short in numbers, particularly at left back. I mean, as much as I love Butner and Fabio, the quality really drops down after Evra goes out. I think there's potential in Fabio, definitely, as much as his brother, really, to be honest. But he needs to get his game up to scratch, positioning, crossing, dribbling. I mean, he's just not there yet. So I'm working on that with him. Midfield wise, I'm quite happy with that. I mean, want to add a few attacking midfielders, as I've said before. Morrison's at the moment my primary target, but we'll see who else we can add. If there's anyone that comes onto the market which is really good for, I'm going to go for money. I'm going to go in for him. Got a free kick and there's a disallowed goal for offside. Could see it quite clearly. Vidic was offside when that ball came to him. Quite promising signs attacking wise. And I mean, given the amount of stuff that I've given these guys to take on board, just losing this one at the moment isn't too bad. I mean, these problems will sort of iron themselves out as the year goes on. Hopefully by the time the season starts, to be honest. Almost scored that. I mean, the attacking looks quite good. It's not too bad. We're finding a way through. It would be nice to sort of knock it about more, really sort of pull the strings and tear them apart, but it's not happening right just yet. Oh, hit the post there. Doing well. I mean, I'm not disappointed. A 1-0 defeat I can tolerate. That means for the rest of the game. Oh, hold on. Almost conceded a second, but dealt with that one a bit better. And we're straight back on the attack, and it's come to nothing. Hold on, has it come to nothing? Nice. Drives in the box. And they're defending quite well. Fair play. 1-0 defeat. I mean, we'll take that on the chin and move on. There's room for improvement, definitely, but it's not as bad as I think it could be, which is strange sounding because it's United and we should be beating teams like Werder Bremen. But when you're implementing new ideas, there is some sort of time to sort of take them on board, implement them. It's not gonna be perfect from the word go, so to speak. So we move on to the next one. I mean, there's no offers for Young, surprisingly. Chitty. Oh, hold on. Let me just the offer of a little bit less if anyone comes. Titi bid rejected, so we'll up that a little bit. He's a good defender. Luke Shaw bid rejected. Not great. Real Madrid, they're not good enough. They're not good enough. No chance. They're having a real laugh. Let's see if they can bid 15 million for him. And to bid Anderson, not too bad a bid, I'll accept that. That's good. That's a good return if I can get that. So the Houston. Oh, hold on. Well, Morrison negotiations here. So let's see if we can get it done. 13 million. Get this. Just making sure that we get the best deal possible to bring him back. So 30.25 million total offer, which they've accepted. So we'll make that bid. I know it sounds steep for a guy that we sold like a year or two ago, but I see potential in him. Zuma bid rejected. Balanta bid has been accepted, so negotiate a contract there. He's not asking for much, which is fantastic. And I'm being a bit stingy, trying to get driver's wage down. Look at him. He's exactly the guy I want. Just seeing what other midfielders are out there to sort of bolster our midfield. Okay, I think I'm gonna sell Rio Ferdinand. I just think he might have one good year in him left, but with his contract expiring at the end of the year, I think it's best to sort of get what value I can get from him. Especially because his contract demands are quite steep, and it's definitely not worth it. If he would accepted a lower contract, I would have considered it, but he doesn't, so we'll see what we can get from him. Also, the bid for Rafael rejected flat. Let's just change it so we just reject all offers. Yeah. MK Dons on Tom Thorpe, they can have him on loan. Barcelona make cleverly bid, not good enough bid. So up in those bids for Drew Shaw, I've decided to pursue the Umtiti bid because Belent has been accepted, so don't really have a need for Umtiti. But even though he's a top prospect, I mean, if we can get him at some later stage, I might do, especially once Vidic is retired or moved on. So Real Madrid make a bid for Ferdinand, and they've made another bid for Valencia, which I'm going to negotiate. Because their original offer is not good enough. They're trying to drive it as low as possible. And they're being real stingy. I'm not going to accept that. Sorry. Once again, I apologise if my voice is all over the shop. Still a bit croaky voice, and my throat is still a bit sore. But I'm trying to soldier on. The Luke Shaw bid, they want 31.5 million. Marco Reus, not interested. Doesn't see me in his career path. That's just a kick in the teeth. Alaba, if I had 31 million, I'd definitely bid. Frederick Contrao is an absolute bargain. I know we were in for him in the summer, but he's a top left back. He does the job. Shaw and Baines are well overpriced on this game. I'm not gonna pay way of the odds when I can get Contrao for 8 million, as they said there. 8.75 I think it said. No one wants Ashley Young. They went for 10 million. It's like Houston Dynamo next. I don't know why their logo is green and they're all orange. I'm going to make a few changes. I know it's an MLS side, but they are a playoff worthy MLS side. I think they just knocked out the New York Red Bulls. So they're no slouches, and there you go, straight away from the corner. Defending, still a problem. I accept that's going to be a problem for a good few weeks. So we're going to have goals conceded like that. I will be changing to the training, which is to make it more defensive focus. Maybe even add a bit more teamwork because you can see it's a bit disjointed. I mean, look at that. The shape of my team at the moment is all over the place. Looking at the pitch now, could you tell me what formation I'm playing? No. You should be able to sort of at least see it out, an indicator. Apart from Van Persie up top. Well, now it looks a bit better. You can sort of get that idea. But yeah, you can see it's going to take some time. It's very early in the preseason anyway, so I'm not confident. I think we should be able to get back into this game, to be honest. At least get a goal. I mean, our attacking is alright. It's a nice little passing here. Everyone's got the ball though. Passes to Koa. There you go. Equalising goal. See, why don't I play Shinji more? Guy is an absolute legend. Guy, he's exactly what you want from an attacking midfielder. So go at half time at 1-1. Doing okay. Defending can be improved. Defending can be improved still, but not concerned. Not concerned at all. Kick off the second half. Looks like we could be undone by another set piece here. See, the pressing, closing down, nothing's good enough. Look how many people are in the box there. Well, 6, 7? And we couldn't deal with that. That's poor. I admit that is poor. But hopefully that's the kind of stop conceding once, you know, the Premier League starts. Make some changes here. And 65 minutes in, 2-1 down, and it's nothing less than they deserve. There you go, Hernandez, absolute goal machine. So, you know, despite the defending being shocking, our attacking is okay, it's compensating for it. So we're not doing, it's not a panic stations at the moment. I know if this was real life, people might jump to conclusions and say, oh, we're all over the shop, you know. But you need to give things time. Again, the defending is poor. I don't know what 6 people are doing in the 6-yard box, and the ball was not even close to it. But I know that's the kind of thing that would drive fans wild and say we're not good enough. But you need to give time to set up, you know, ideas, and it doesn't happen overnight. Yeah? There will be a slow start to the season, but like once you get sort of a few games in, that's when you feel the impact. And I think that's what Moyes is going through now. I mean, even if you look at the stats showed we did well. We just weren't taking our chances. But I mean, it's not a statistic game. There's only one statistic that matters, and that's the result. But I think that's what David Moyes is going through at the moment. He's trying to implement his ideas. It's just taking a bit of time. That'll happen. I'm going to bid for Milan Pjanic here, because people are getting bidding 12 million from absolute bargain. I mean, a player of his caliber usually fetches up to 20 million upwards, so I mean that is a steal. But I mean, I'm going to be competing against Arsenal, Tottenham, Dortmund, to name a few. But hopefully, you know, I could sway him to come in. I'm just going to scout a few more players, see if anyone's interested. See Kasani, Will Hughes, Santi Cazorla. It's going to be, you know, there's no one that jumps off the page just at the moment. It's cheeky just to take the people. I mean, I'd like Zalalem and Nabry, but I don't think they're going to be jumping shit up north just yet. They're great potential players though. I like Zalalem a lot. So Morrison signs up, good, and he rears on his way to Real Madrid. I mean, I might have sold him for less than this. Oh, I got 30 million for the profit for the Morrison deal, so I got 300 million, so it only really works out to 10 million, which isn't too bad for Morrison. I think that's a good bit of business, and nice clause to put in there whenever you sell someone on, especially a young player. But yeah, he's going to work on his positioning as well, because his positioning is awful. Even though he's a great creative player, his positioning is terrible. Literally no one wants Ashley Young. Chelsea won Valencia, but they're offering nothing. Palace won out Ben Davis. I can negotiate a deal for him. Team action deserves first team action. I can't give it to him at United. Also in a bid for Tom Crively again. They've agreed to terms, but I'm a bit suspect. I want to increase it because I think minimum 20 million is what I should get for him. It can fit their system, don't get me wrong. Balanta is signed, which is good, so that bosses our centre backs. Did a little bit of a press conference for Morrison. I know these are tedious, but it helps with morale, I guess. So we've got Toronto FC, another MLS side next. Should be able to beat them, in theory, because they're not as good as Houston Dynamo, but the way we've been playing, it doesn't look positive. I'm just going to get Nemanja Vidic to welcome Balanta to the squad. And it's a simple thing that you don't really need to do, but it makes a difference, I think. And sometimes players can get disillusioned, and if you get someone senior like Vidic to introduce them, makes them feel immediately welcome. I'm also going to change the bonuses for each cup down to low. I think I'll try and do this throughout anyway, because at the top level, I really don't want you to be motivated by money, especially on the wages you're on at the moment. That really makes a difference more when you're in the lower leagues. Earning a lot, they're not earning a lot, and they have more financial incentive to try and do well. Whereas at this level, it's sort of like, you know, another bit of cash to join the massive salaries they're already getting. Crystal Palace responded with another Ben Engels bid. Monaco bid for Koke, which is not great. Real Madrid want Vidic to go with I'll just negotiate what I consider a good value, which will hopefully just make them turn off Danny Welbeck is being a bit of an arse recently, so I might consider lifting. I want to put him on loan, but so he can get our first team football, but he doesn't want to go on loan apparently. He thinks he's good enough for the first team, but with Van Persie, Rooney and Hernandez there, he's going to be fourth choice, so he's not going to get much football. Especially with the new formation, he doesn't really fit it, except for if he wants to fourth choice. And he's being an arse, so I'm just going to let him go. I don't want to stop his development for the country's sake. And I think I could get a good amount of money from him. So I'll just negotiate this Pjanic deal. That's been accepted. He could be top value for me. So next up is Toronto FC. Again, we'll make a few changes. Looks like they're playing a 4-4-2, which should be overrun by my 5-man midfield. But and 28 minutes in, nothing's really happened, and they've already knocked out Van Persie, who not a great start. And it's been a quiet game. We're not really taking the initiative to dominate them. Well, not conceding, I guess, is a good start. Well, the injured Fabio, which depletes my midfield, and Evra's gone down as well. So the physicality of them was taking an impact on my defence. And you can see that Fabio is not keeping pace at all. And as a result, 1-0. That's more down to injury. I should have subbed him off earlier, to be honest. But apart from that, a quiet half, to say the least. I would hope my attack could do better. I'm going to tell them they should be winning these games. Because they should be. I mean, bad defence or not, they should be winning these games. It's a bit of a concern that we're not, to be honest. And 80 minutes in, that was our first proper chance, which wasn't great. I'm going to be honest about it. But there is a cause for concern there, and I want improvement over the next few weeks. But we're not challenging, we're not dominating games, we're not, setting the stall out for the season ahead, and we lost to Toronto FC, which is not exactly what I want to be going into these games and really, overrunning them. I know we had a ton of shots again, but not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. It's got Lyon next, which is I think one of our last pre-season games. Just again negotiate with Pjanic, try to negotiate a lower deal. I think getting him in will make a difference. I think Inter withdrew from the original bid for Anderson, so they put another offer in. And again another offer for Amos, but the focus will be on Lyon. And hopefully we can improve then. But until then, I'll see you guys later.